Okay, what's up? What's up, guys? Hungry Stingram here, back at you with some a s- rent. It's kind of surprising because you're wondering how come there's no cartoon right now. Well, actually, this entire video is gonna be like sort of a combination of vlogging and cartooning because that's the direction I feel that we have to be going is with the, you could say, sort of like 70%, 80% vlogging and 20 to 30% cartooning because um YouTube's my main platform, of course. I like Newgrounds, but sometimes, no offense, but I'm not even gonna say anything about it. Whatever. Let's just get on with it. So let's see. Today's video, this is just a sporadic video. I didn't really plan anything right now. I guess what I want to talk about was maybe my experience with, even though my experience so far with related to entertainment and cart cartooning in general. I don't want to feel like I'm a, yeah, pretty much cartooning in general, like my experience with it so far, and how it relates to Aesop's fable, the turtle and the rabbit. So I want to connect those two together. How my experience in cartooning sort of related to Aesop's fable. Because in regards to cartooning, I'm sort of like a turtle, and I want to talk about Aesop's fable and how they had two animals in the fable. They had the rabbit and the turtle. The rabbit was pretty fast, but tired itself easily because it went too fast. And the turtle was slow, but it could keep going. And how this story relates is that the turtle, as most of you know who heard Aesop's fable, the turtle won the race. And because the rabbit ran, then it rested under the tree too long, and the turtle, won the race. Now, as far as how this applies in real life, there's truth to this story. There's not true. You could probably get away if you're very fast and consistent. You could probably, outpace the turtle, obviously. But most of the time, when you tend to overwork yourself, you tend to not be as consistent. Eventually you try to go too fast, then you just stop completely, just stop. Then it's hard to get the momentum back again. But if you go slow and slow, you can like eventually go slow, then maybe pick up a little speed later on. It's just a lot easier to be more consistent when you're going going not overworking yourself. That's the main problem. Now, when I was about, let me say, 12 to 16 years old, like 12 to 18 years old, maybe 17, somewhere around the, you know, early to mid teenage years, pretty much. I used to like to overdo things a lot. Like, I used to, like, because I used to watch a lot of these shonen cartoon shows, like, basically shows centered around, you know, very masculine characters, usually sort of teens and young adults. They're really gung ho. They want to just go balls to the wall. Like one example is like Bleach. Like when they when the what took like 10 years of training, they condensed in 3 days. In real life, you can't condense 10 years of training into 3 days. It just doesn't happen. But in Bleach, that's what they tried to make happen. They tried to put 10 years of training into 3 days. Or Dragon Ball Z took years of training, condensed it into 1 year in the hyperbolic time chamber. In real life, usually this doesn't happen too often because you tend to overwork yourself and you may do more damage than good. So I was like, I remember me taking, and you have to set your goals straight. Like you have to have the big goals straight. If you don't have the big goals straight, it just doesn't happen that often. It just you can't you don't have a destination. You can't go slow and steady towards it because you know it, if you're if you're just going fast, you can't, and you have no clear goal. You won't be able to. You're going like this instead of like this. You know. So point being is that I tried overdoing things too much, and I ended tiring myself out. Plus, I tried to go too fast, too soon. I didn't like take it easy, one step at a time. I guess that's what the experience, because I changed a lot of interests, as child to adult. I changed a lot of interests before settling on the cartoony one. And right now, despite how I feel about it, sometimes the feeling changes. Like sometimes you're like, right now obviously I'm doing vlogging combining with cartooning, you know, but you know, that's just to add some. That's because there's a bunch of reasons why I'm doing this, but pretty much main reason I guess is to, quite honestly, I'm trying to make the videos give you guys, vlogging one of the more popular platforms on YouTube because it's easy to do and you can get the video time a lot longer. So, if you can get the video time a lot longer, that adds up to more watch time right now, which is what counts on YouTube, obviously. Right. Well, they recently changed it. Before it's just how many views you had. Right now it's watch time. Plus, cartooning for a single person is a very long process to do. It's usually cartooning is usually done in a studio. Like a bunch of people are working on different parts of the project. It's usually a very team effort. Having one person do it is slightly masochistic, but that's but I've seen guys do it, but usually most situations, it's unless most situations, I think I have to resort to this type of new combination method to sort of keep the momentum going and keep things interesting for myself and for the audience. So the slow and steady thing goes, I overdid it. I'm just gonna give you an example of what happened one time. One time I tried to do this is how it happened. I tried to sort of gain muscle mass, as a kid because I took karate or something. I was trying to get all macho and stuff, trying to get all bulky and all of that. So I looked at Dragon Ball Z and all this stuff, and I was trying to. What was I watching? I was looking at. I remember I was looking at like Baki the Grappler and all this stuff, GTO and all this shonen macho stuff, and I was trying to do like, because I saw in the cartoon, I saw, wow, Onizuka, wow, shit, this guy does like 500 push-ups a day. Shit, I should give that a try. And you know what the fucked up part is? I actually did like, I tried 500 then, but I wasn't. But then I got sore for 2 or 3 days. Then I didn't gain I didn't gain much muscle mass, and then I gained more endurance than I gained power, and I guess it helped with karate to a certain extent, but I didn't gain any muscle mass or anything. So, and it didn't help me with karate because that place wasn't really like it wasn't really, it didn't require a lot of muscle mass. It was more of a skill place. It was like how high could you kick? Could you memorize your forms? You know, like they say in karate is katas. When you have a series of continuous movements and stuff. So it was more of a skill place, but in my mind, I thought that place was UFC or something. So I thought you had to like train your muscle mass and stuff. So I don't know. I got it all twisted in my head. That place was mostly for kids trying to get in shape. Not really like really buff and macho. But point is that you gotta take it slow and steady. Don't want to do it. Don't pay attention to these shonen mangas and crap. Cause it's good to be passionate about things. But usually, it's like it's not that serious. Usually, it's not like the world's in danger. You gotta like condense 10 years of training to 3 days, because it just doesn't work in the long run. Which is in this society, when we live to like 80 years of age, is really the long run that really counts. Usually in the old days, you live to 40 years old, you can do some crazier stuff. It's okay to be a little bit. Your lifespan's not as long, but this day and age, usually you live till 80, but so you have to think a little bit. I don't know. Some fields lifespan is 1 to like 40. A lot of fields like the prime age of people is like from age like 25 to 40 or something. I don't. That's the way I thought. That's what I'm estimating. So, point being is that you guys have to be consistent and not overdo things. So that's pretty much it. Okay, I hope this video. I'm gonna try to add some cartoons. I don't know how am I gonna add cartoons to this type of video, because this is more like philosophical. The only concrete parts are like the rabbit and the turtle. So I don't know how I'm gonna add cartoons to the video, but I'll give it a shot, and I'll see you guys next time.